Anyways, decided I would make a video and tell you guys a little bit of a story about how high school was for me. Well, when I first started out at high school. High school as a whole was pretty cool. I mean, I went to like a pretty shitty school, like no more than like barely 1,000 kids. Like, so actually I don't even think we ever reached 1,000 kids. I actually think our graduating class was like, yeah, it wasn't even 100. I mean, it wasn't even 200, my bad. But yeah, you know, it was a pretty small school, relatively small. But you know, it's never the size of the school that matters, it's the quality of the school. See, the thing about the school is that it had probably the worst fucking quality I've ever fucking experienced. So, coming in as a freshman, I want y'all to imagine a semi-short, chubby kid that wore a purple hoodie all the time, with kind of long hair, and just was kind of quiet. I'm not gonna lie, I did look like a school shooter. Like, at every single moment in school. But anyway, that's besides the point. I had a class that was apparently, like, needed, called, I think it was Earth and Environmental Science, yeah. This class was extremely fucking boring, and probably had one of the nerdiest and boring teachers I've ever had in my life. I'm not gonna say her name because I just want to keep names out of it, but yeah, but I mean, she generally liked me because I was about the only quiet one and just, well, paid attention. Well, I didn't pay attention, I just pretended to pay attention. I used to do what my coach used to tell me to do and just look attentive at all times. So that's what I did. Well, that was before I played football, because I started playing football my sophomore year, but again, we're getting off topic. Anyway, needless to say, my freshman year, I really didn't know what the fuck I wanted to do. So I was like, I'm just gonna fuck around the first year, just not do anything at all, which I did, which I would later up regretting my senior year. But yeah, so in this class, I think I had like a borderline D. Like, I think I was making like a 68, 60, something like that. And back then, we didn't go by what we call the 10-point scale. The 10-point scale was basically where 90 to 100 was an A, and then so on and so on. Basically, each letter grade went by 10 points. So, you know, it was really fucking helpful in the long run. Like, when they finally brought it in, that was fucking amazing for me. But, yeah. So, like, I wasn't gonna pass this class. And the reason I wasn't gonna pass this class was because I hadn't, I guess, turned in a project, a shoebox project. Like, I think I had to do something with, like, make, like, an Earth-like thing in, like, a shoebox. So I did that in, like, an hour, but before I did it, she explained it to me in probably the dumbest way possible, in the fact of, if I didn't do the project, that she would just give me a 0. I was like, okay, what if I do the project? She's like, I'll give you a 70. The thing about it was that this 0 was held as a 0. So, you know, like, it can't be that bad. Well, it wasn't actually that bad. Actually, when I got the grade back, my final grade, the grade got worse. I don't know if she put the 0 place, like place the 0 there as like 100, just like, you know, like, give me the benefit of the doubt or whatever. But I was honestly really fucking confused. And then later, that teacher completely fucking quit. Which was a really big reoccurrence in my school. Like, there was like 4 or 5 new teachers every single year. And like, I would always get attached to some of these teachers because, like, I'm gonna be honest, like, some of these teachers were really cool. Like, I got along with them well. Especially the male teachers. Because most of the male teachers, when they came here, they were either a football coach or a track coach. I did both. And I was just like, alright, so, you know, I liked most of the male teachers, and I liked most of the female teachers, too. However, there was just, like, some where it was like, can you go away? And the ones that you wanted to go away were the ones that never went away. Like, they stayed. Every single year. and then they'd probably stay after school until about 5, when you, I guess, legally had to leave school. I don't know, that's what our coaches always told us, that we couldn't stay after 5, so, like, if we didn't have a ride home, you know, stuff like that. But, yeah. And, like, my teacher's always hard about grades, and, like, I would always wonder, why would this happen? I just wouldn't know. But, come my sophomore year, when I actually lost a lot of weight, and I'm like, okay, I want to try for football now, every fucking teacher, like, just did not give a fuck about my grades. The bad part about it is, that was my first year playing football. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, to be honest. Needless to say, like, I passed all my classes with flying fucking colors. I'm talking, like, I think I ended up making, like, a 99 on my math exam. I mean, math is one of my stronger subjects, but it's just, like, that's still, like, that's a fucking exam. But also, every exam that we took was curved about 40 points. So that means you basically got about 40 free points. Which, again, just kind of showed the quality of education that we had. It wasn't really good. Which, until about, like, 3 weeks ago, like, I didn't know would affect me that hard, because I had to write a paper. Let's just say, writing that paper, based on what I knew from my school, did not fucking blow over well with my writing teacher at all. I'm talking, he, like, we almost got to fist fighting in his office. Like, he was just that frustrated. Like, it was crazy. But, like, it just another example of the quality of education. Like, you could be a TA, I think, in your junior year. Like, yeah, if you could took enough credits. Like, just some of the requirements were just off the charts. Like, not even off the charts as in good, like, bad. Like, I've heard some schools, like, just do these crazy things, and, like, our school, like, we don't even compare. Like, there's a school down the street from us that was just, like, this high-end, just very, well, it wasn't really down the street, but, like, we played them in football, and it just didn't feel like a very long drive for me. Probably because I fucking slept, but, you know. Just like the point again. Like, they were just this high-end school, and they were just, like, just all about it, and I ended up talking to a girl from there. I forgot how we met. I think we met on, like, I don't know, we met through something. I think we met through, like, a mutual friend. Or she went to, like, a varsity game one time. That was back when I was on JV. And she was just telling me these crazy fucking stories about how, like, high-end the school is. I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, what is this? Like, this was, like, foreign to me. I'm sorry, I got really focused right there because I didn't want to die. But, yeah, like, it was just, like, it was just foreign to me. Like, again, it just ended up biting me in the ass because, like, I'm not gonna lie to you, I didn't know how to fucking cite work properly at all until, like, I actually sat down and read the book for my writing class. And then I learned it. Or he sat down and he taught me, because, like, it was ridiculous to me. Like, I'm just like, why do I gotta do all this work to cite somebody's work that is freely accessible online? Like, what is this? I guess stuff like that just doesn't make sense to me, but, like, again, it just goes to show that, like, my quality education, like, really, really just didn't fucking, it didn't even compare to what I needed to know later in life. Like, what, I took 2 Spanish courses, and I don't think there's a single Spanish course in my college now, and if there is, I don't know about it, because there's so many fucking just weird courses there. But they're not really weird courses. There's a lot of fun courses too. But, like, in my school, there was German, there was Japanese. Fuck, one of the most popular fucking classes to me, like, that, like, every guy took was carpentry. And I never fucking took carpentry. In fact, I took the easier one. I took interior design because I didn't have to make shit. But you know what I did? I had to remember a bunch of shit. And I ended up passing that class with a really good grade. There was actually some classes where, like, I just didn't even show up for the exam. Like, I had that good of a grade. I just didn't even show up for the exam. That's not to say that I was the smartest student in the world, but I was, like, I was that secretly smart student that would make really good grades. And then when everybody found out, they're like, what the fuck? You made that and I made this? I'm like, yeah, like, I'm not that fucking stupid. Like, I'm pretty stupid when it comes to some common sense, but I'm not that fucking stupid. Like, remember one time, everybody else, I think it was an honors class, everybody else, like, stressed about this one test, and, like, I didn't even, like, study one bit. I actually came back from being out, like, 2 weeks with the stomach virus that I had. I ended up missing, like, 2 weeks worth of track practice. My track coach didn't even know who I was. He only knew who I was because I signed up. But, like, the teacher just forgot about me, and I'm like, hey, I'm here, ready to take the test. She's like, here, I'll give you the notes from right now. It's tomorrow, like, just try your best, and if you don't feel ready, then we can reschedule. I didn't really feel like rescheduling because, of course, I was doing track, and also I would lift weights a lot after school, since I was in football now and all that stuff. So I was like, alright, you know what, I'm gonna just study this tonight. I didn't study that tonight. I actually ended up going on a huge fucking grind on, I think, Black Ops 2 with my group I used to play with, like, every night, which I have a lot of stories from them, and they're definitely going to be brought up on this channel a lot. But yeah, I just ended up going and grinding. I think we ended up doing, like, some Easter egg on, like, the new Zombies map or whatever was up. I think it was Mob of the Dead. Or whatever, but yeah, I ended up making, like, a 98 on an exam, and most people in that class ended up making, like, 70s and stuff. And, like, most of these people I knew, like, to be the smart ones, like, the really smart people that, like, you look up to in class. And you're like, I want to be that fucking smart one day. I don't know, maybe that was just me. Maybe I was the only weird kid that, like, looked up to other kids and how smart they were. But then again, I wasn't really your average high school guy, to be honest. Like, I was really fucking weird. Not weird as in a sense, like, nobody talked to me, but, like, weird as in the sense that, like, I don't think nobody really knew what to classify me with. Like, I wasn't one of the anime kids. I wasn't one of the school shooters. I was an athlete, but I didn't hang out with all the athletes all the time 24/7 because I had my own group of friends. Which, again, all that entire group of friends was pretty much just like me. Like, they didn't know who the fuck they were. But they would just hang out with just about everybody. But yeah. It was just all over the place. And, you know, like, a lot of my high school experiences, I guess, is, like, really alluded to, like, the person I was. Like, I wasn't that social, but at the same time, I wasn't so social to the point where you said something to me, like, you said, how are you? And I said, fucking thank you. Like, I wasn't that bad at socializing. I was, actually, at time in certain classes, I was probably the loudest kid in class. Like, I know some teachers fucking hated to have me because, I'm not gonna lie, I was just trying to get a laugh out of people. Like, again, like I said in the first video, I just love making people happy and making people smile. It's great to me. But yeah, one class in particular was, again, another science class where, like, I would just yell out the stupidest shit, man. Like, I had there was a bunch of football players there in that class. And they would understand, like, it was like an inside joke. Like, I'd make fun of the coaches in the class. Like, I'd just scream out just shit that they would be saying, and only they would understand. Because, again, they were football guys. Meanwhile, everybody else just, like, stares back at me and with just the angriest fucking look. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Because every time they spoke up, like, they didn't get caught. Or, like, they didn't get scolded. I mean, to be fair, that year we did end up going to the state championship, so, you know, they can suck on that. Be to it that I played throughout that state championship, I did not. I actually had another high ankle sprain, which I suffered early in the year. Just, honestly, one of the fucking worst pains I've ever felt in my life. Like, I remember as a kid, I used to say I sprained my ankle. I didn't fucking sprain my ankle, no. A sprained ankle does not compare to what the fuck I witnessed there. Like, not at all. No. That was like a pinch. I didn't cry or anything, but I was in excruciating fucking pain from having I'm pretty sure a 300-pound guy just fall on my fucking ankle. Thank God it didn't snap. Because if it would have snapped, I think that, yeah, I think I would have passed out. I'm kidding. I wouldn't have passed out because, you know, I want to go into physical therapy. So, you know, I'm probably going to be used to seeing some pretty disgusting stuff like torn ACLs, war veterans. I'm not sure who I want to treat, but, you know, whatever. But yeah, like, that got really off topic, but, you know, just like, and then my senior year came, and like, my teachers literally made, all my teachers except for one, this one fucking, I hate this class, like, this one class I swore I would never take again. Fucking statistics is the worst class I have ever fucking witnessed. Like, but anyway, yeah, like, statistics is like writing class, like English, and fucking math put together. Like, there's some times where, like, you'd have to write an entire fucking paragraph along with this graph you just reviewed. It's fucking awful. At least that's how it was with me. Like, well, with my statistic teacher. But she was something. Like, she would talk, like, real fucking soft, and, like, sometimes she talked, like, super fast, and I wouldn't understand what the fuck she was saying. Not to mention, like, I thought statistics was just a class that you took just to take. Like, it was just a normal class. No, you actually had to take another class in order to understand the class. So I was lost from day fucking one. Thank God I sat in front of a very smart kid. He was also a football player, so he helped me out. But yeah, I have no idea what the fuck this Jameer is doing. Well, I guess I'm not the only one recording in this game mode. What in the fuck? What is this guy doing? But yeah, like, she was just super, like, she was super fucking strict on me. Like, I remember just showing up for my exam, and I could tell that she was happy to get me out of her class. Like, I was happy to get out of that class, because not only was I one semester closer to graduating, but also I was out of the class that probably caused me more pain and fucking sorrow than, like, anything I've ever witnessed. Bitch, you ain't getting away. Fuck no. Alright, go ahead, pussy. Alright, never mind, they're getting away. But yeah, like, that class cop just like every time I walked into that class, it was like a left hook from Mike Tyson coming straight at me, and I just got knocked the fuck out. I'm talking, I literally got knocked the fuck out. Like, I was asleep half the class. Like, and I usually don't sleep in classes because, like, I don't understand how people sleep in classes because desks are really fucking uncomfortable. Like, fuck me, man. Like, I'm so glad, like, I only have to sit in a desk now for, like, a total of 3 hours a day because college classes are fucking short, unless you get, like, the 2-hour-long ones, or, like, the ones that are late at night that are, like, 6 hours fucking long, and you only meet once a week. That is a whole nother fucking experience. Which I don't want to experience, but yeah, like, I would just, like, fall asleep in that class, and I'd get woken up to, like, hey, do this for homework. You know, this thing that you probably don't understand because you're, like, you don't pay attention in this class, idiot. Yeah, just do it for homework. But I didn't end up doing it for homework. I actually didn't end up doing it for homework. I actually ended up Snapchatting one of my friends. His name, I'm not going to say it, but, like, I ended up Snapchatting him and be like, hey, what was the homework? Me too, he was about as dumb as a fucking rock, but I just, like, he semi knew what he was doing, and he semi didn't. Like, we were kind of, like, on the exact same level of stupidity in that class. So I messaged him, like, hey, what's happening? Like, you got the fucking homework? Half the time I'd have to spam this kid to get the homework because he would just forget to send the homework. Like, this kid is next level, like, stupid. I'm not even gonna say stupid, he's next level oblivious. I'm nearly positive he could put the motherfucker in a war zone and he'd care more about what's happening on the other side of the fucking war zone than what's happening right in front of him, like somebody fucking getting shot. Like, he just wouldn't care. He's just oblivious. But he was a great guy. He was a really good friend of mine, though, so I loved him. Why are they trying to surrender? It's because somebody trolling? I guess somebody is trolling. But yeah, I guess if we surrender here, that'd be the end of the video, which we are going to surrender here. Oh boy. Well, I mean, it wasn't a bad game for me. Clearly it was a bad game for everybody. I don't know what a dog heart idiot is, but they just kept calling me a dog heart. I don't know what that means. Probably some insult I don't fucking know about, because I'm just so new to PC and everything about it. But yeah, just a few high school stories I wanted to talk about over some actual live commentary. Like, I hit the record button at the same time the match started, and I'm just like, you know what, I'm gonna just talk about high school, because high school was something I literally never talk about high school. Like, not to, like, I would come home and I wouldn't even talk about high school. I wouldn't even talk about my dad and my mom. I'd just go to my room and play video games, and then probably get off because I'm tired from practice. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. And apologies for not uploading yesterday. I decided a double upload, and I just take a day off just to get some ideas running through my head. Like, I want to be able to tell stories, because I have a fuck ton of stories just because of how I am and stuff like that. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, again, leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.